From the gaming world, this is your Dragon Agent Gaming Report. With Mike as your host, he'll report the latest video game news in the video game universe.
Hey ho! What up, gamers? Mike here, and I'm your Dragon Agent Gaming Report for this month's edition of Dragon Agent Gaming Report. Boy, this year, 2025, is almost over. And we've covered all things back in 2025. From the release of Nintendo Switch 2 to the latest video games, and we covered 5 of Splatfests this year. And now, here's the year in review before we get to the latest video games for December. Let's start with the unveiling of Nintendo Switch 2. And here's a look back at the launch of Nintendo Switch 2.
Imagine waiting 60 days to get in line to get your hands on a video game console. That's one example of the frenzy surrounding the Nintendo Switch 2. Stores opened at midnight for the big release. Here's ABC's Johnny Fernandez.
3, 2, 1, go! Overnight, video game fans lining up for hours for the release of the highly anticipated Nintendo Switch 2. Some lining up for days, even months.
Hey y'all, it's your boy Chicken Dog. It's day 60, waiting for the Nintendo Switch 2!
Never felt more unemployed in my life, but you know, it's good timing, I guess.
The hype for the new video game console was Donkey Kong size. Pre-orders sold out in minutes back in April. Those who couldn't snag one then were happy to wait in line to get their hands on the new tech. The Switch 2 packs a sharper screen, better graphics, and a new feature, allowing gamers to chat with friends with the push of a button. And launching with the Switch, Mario Kart World. The classic series now allows 24 players to race each other all at once.
It's really fun being out here, talking to these people. School's out, I've got nothing else to do.
The console retails for $449.99, and some new games, including Mario Kart, will cost a whopping $80. But those prices aren't likely to keep gamers away. Nintendo is expecting to sell 15 million Switch 2s over the next year.
Tonight, fans are ready to switch it up. Raise your hand and shout if you're excited for the Switch 2. The long-awaited Nintendo Switch 2 drops at midnight.
We are getting a Nintendo Switch 2 today.
I'm so hyped. It looks great.
I'm excited to just be a part of that midnight release culture again.
It comes with a bigger screen and better graphics. How excited are you?
Absolutely excited.
Nintendo fan Jonathan Altenberg says he's been in line since 11 a.m. yesterday.
The visuals look awesome, gameplay looks really fun.
Gabe Torres lined up 8 years ago too when the first Nintendo Switch dropped, but tonight he's ready for an upgrade. You stayed overnight?
Yep.
The whole time?
Yep. Slept in the weather pod right there. I really love this community. I love hanging out with the people that are here.
Now, Nintendo hasn't released the numbers on their pre-release yet, but the company sold more than 150 million units of its first Nintendo Switch. To pick it up right at midnight, you had to score a reservation. These superfans expected to be some of the first to get the Switch 2. What does it feel like knowing you're only a few hours away from getting your hands on that console?
I think surreal again. Like, it's like, you hype something up so much in your mind. It's exciting. It's really, really exciting.
Brian Chung, NBC News, Super Mario World.
On this day, June 4th, 2025, everybody lined up at Best Buy and GameStop to get their hands on the all-new Nintendo Switch 2 game console. News outlets praised the release of Nintendo Switch 2 as all of the fans enjoyed it. They were waiting patiently in line to see if they can get their hands on the all-new Switch 2. And, of course, they were the lucky ones who pre-ordered online earlier, and they are waiting in line to get their hands on one. As this video shows, everyone is patiently waiting and waiting to get their hands on one. All of the all-new Nintendo Switch 2 accessories and games are already placed on display, waiting for everyone to grab what they can. And they're getting excited because things are about to get in the way that Switch 2 delivers its awesome graphics and sound than the original Nintendo Switch, that it is a fully upgraded. And it's almost midnight, so everyone is about to get inside to get their hands on one by following the instructions of Best Buy and GameStop associates. And so they hand you a flyer, and for them to decide what they want to order. The standard Nintendo Switch 2, or the bundle Nintendo Switch 2, along with its games and accessories. Finally, midnight came, June 5th, 2025, everyone comes in to get their hands on Nintendo Switch 2 at last. Especially the lucky ones who pre-ordered. They choose which game they want, and they purchase it well. And it doesn't matter what they purchase. Cash, credit card, debit card, even easy payments. And now that is done, let's head on over to GameStop and see what's up with the Nintendo Switch 2 sales.
We ready? Here's the midnight release for GameStop. What did I tell you, y'all? We got almost like 100 people up in here. Come on, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Yes, everyone's excited that they too got Nintendo Switch 2 on June 5th at GameStop, thanks to their trade-ins and so much more. And for those who didn't get the Switch 2, should rather wait till this coming holiday season. Here's a look back at all of those Nintendo games that have released in 2025 on the Switch and the Switch 2.
Observe Donkey Kong, a powerful creature known throughout the jungle and custodian of the precious banana hoard. At DK's side is his trusty pal Diddy Kong. While smaller in stature, this Kong can more than hold his own. But life in the jungle can be tough without a steady supply of potassium. That's why the Kong set out to recover nature's gold after it was stolen by the Tiki-Tak tribe. When working together, they can roll, shoot, pound, and glide. Now those are some cooperative Kongs. But this is just a peek into their bombastic behaviors. You too can enjoy the closeness of the Kongs and help recover the banana hoard in the Donkey Kong Country Returns HD game. Available January 16th, only on the Nintendo Switch system.
Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack will be getting a new classic game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo GameCube, originally released in 2001. Here are the titles that will be available at launch. A Legend of Zelda game that looks like a cartoon come to life through cel shading. Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Transcending history and the world, a tale of souls and swords eternally retold. In this 3D, weapons-based fighting game, each fighter comes equipped with a different weapon, and Link from the Legend of Zelda series enters the fray. Soul Calibur 2. Experience a world of white-knuckle racing at speeds over 2,000 kilometers per hour. 30 machines will put it all on the line in death-defying races. Featuring the series' first machine customization and story mode, get ready to experience F-Zero GX. In games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally or online. Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original releases. You can also check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking. More titles will be added in the future. Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics, the Switch 2 exclusive game library coming to Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack launches the same day as the hardware's release. And a dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube controller will also be released. It can connect wirelessly and also has a C button to quickly access Game Chat. The Nintendo GameCube controller, exclusively available for Nintendo Switch Online members, will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. Upgrade your adventures in Hyrule on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom games will both have Nintendo Switch 2 editions. Jump back into the adventure, now with enhanced resolution and frame rates. They both support HDR, which makes the image more vibrant, and they have smoother, higher definition graphics. Plus, the load times when warping are much faster, helping you explore Hyrule with ease. If you already own the Nintendo Switch games, your save data can be carried over. On top of that, you can now create 2 manual save data files, so feel free to start a new game without worrying about losing your old data. And introducing Zelda Notes, a new feature that can help you get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule. It's a game-specific service found in the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these games. It's designed to provide a more streamlined gameplay experience. Let's go over some of the new features you'll find in Zelda Notes. Sometimes, it can be tough to locate shrines you haven't cleared or Koroks hiding around Hyrule. That's where navigation comes in handy.
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
It'll provide a helpful, voiced guide.
Your destination is north of here and close. Your destination is above. Your destination is nearby. You have reached your destination. Guidance deactivating.
Give it a try as you search for all sorts of things. When you visit certain places, you can hear voice memories.
My study. I found a silent princess in a corner of this desolate room. How many years?
These are stories that weren't in the original games. Voice memories can be located using navigation.
Your destination is nearby.
The dueling peaks. I shudder to think of what would have happened if Link hadn't led everyone here.
Plus, in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, you won't just hear stories from Princess Zelda.
This altar is considered the most holy place in the temple.
You can look forward to hearing stories from 2 other characters as well.
Is this the afterlife?
In The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, you can freely create your own vehicles and weapons. But have you ever wanted to share your creations? With auto build sharing, you can create QR codes to share blueprints with others, even on social media. When receiving a QR code, you can scan it with Zelda Notes and use materials to auto build the creation in your game. Another thing you can do with QR codes is gift in-game items to other players. For example, when gifting a sword or some meat, you can create a QR code. Then another player can receive it in their game via Zelda Notes. With Photo Studio, you can edit photos taken in-game. By sending your pics to Zelda Notes, you can crop them and decorate them with stamps. Or add a QR code to share your creations. My Play Data keeps track of different records since your adventures began, such as the number of enemies you've defeated. You can even earn in-app medals based on your records. Aim for new medals and goals, like total distance traveled or rupees collected. With global play data, you can see where your records rank within the global community. On top of comparing your data with other players around the world, you can also see your gameplay trends. Once per day, you can spin for a daily bonus. You'll be granted whichever in-game effect it lands on for the day, so give it a try. Good luck! Compatible Amiibo accessories can be used to receive in-game items. Zelda Notes keeps track of each Amiibo you scan. When you scan an Amiibo 5 times, you'll get an additional bonus use of that Amiibo that you could normally only scan once per day. Upgrade your adventures in Hyrule on Nintendo Switch 2. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Switch 2 editions. If you already own the Switch games, you can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 editions by purchasing upgrade packs. Or access the upgrade packs at no additional cost with a paid Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack membership. Plus, these new Amiibo figures will also be available. If you scan them in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, you might receive a paraglider fabric.
Let's go!
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe. Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change. And in this Mario Kart game, You can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world. In the Classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place. But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up. Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another. There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated. Can you make it all the way to the finish line? You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam. By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes. So drive wherever your heart takes you. You can also go for scenic drives with friends, and even take photos together at different locations. A brand new race across the entire world starts here. Mario Kart World! The game launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct, so be on the lookout for more information in the future.
This is the perfect place for us to do an awesome training montage, don't you think? We'll practice all sorts of awesome moves, one after the other, getting stronger, getting faster. Run! Let's do this!
I am strong!
You and me, we're the best! Yeah, our montage will look so cool.
Here we are, Epic Universe, Universal Orlando's newest theme park since its opening on May 22nd, 2025. By the time you walk in through the main gate, you'll experience 5 themed worlds waiting for you. And because this is Dragon Agent Gaming, the world we'll be entering is the Super Nintendo world. In the worlds of Mario, let's go! We are about to enter a portal that takes us into Super Nintendo World. Now it's time to enter one of the most popular attractions at Super Nintendo World at Epic Universe, Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. This is an AR ride with a visor and AR glasses put on, and you can see the effects through the glasses. Just like in AR devices, you see. And this ride, even though it's a slow ride, it emulates like you're literally in the video game. Here we go, I just boarded the ride vehicle and now, off we go! Whoa! This augmented reality really puts me in the video game. And yes, when I see the arrows, I have to steer and turn as followed. And when I pick up something, I have to press the red buttons to shoot the Koopa shells at the opponents. And to collect coins along the way. And if you have your power-up band with you, you can keep track of your score after the ride. Now, after you ride the rides and participate in a game and activity, it's time to enter Donkey Kong Country. Originally expanded at Universal Studios Japan and opened in 2024, it came to Epic Universe in an instant at 2025. And as you walk through the portal from Super Nintendo World and into Donkey Kong Country, you get to see all things Donkey Kong. And with your power-up band, you get to participate by collecting 4 letters of Kong. And you get to see the rhinoceros pop up. And you get to see and to shop and to eat. And one of the most popular rides at Super Nintendo World, where it has long lines, and you get to see the cart jump from one track to the next, is Minecart Madness. Now it is time to enter one of the most popular attractions at Epic Universe in Donkey Kong Country, Minecart Madness. Yes, this is a family-style roller coaster type ride. It's mild but wild, but it moves up to 35 miles per hour, which is obviously not bad. And you get to see the minecart jumps from one cart to the next thanks to the guide arm. And now it is time to get in line, and I pick out the Express Pass line, since I got the Express Pass. And I jumped in the line, and it starts breezing a bit until I get to the actual line.
Tiki Tom. Here? That bongo brain bozo can hypnotize you. One look into his eyes, and he'll have you squawking like a parrot. Yeah! Tell it, you overgrown dodo! I can hardly hear myself think with all this racket.
Now that we're arriving in the boarding area, it's time to board the minecart and hold on tight. And whoa! Cling! Hey, there's Donkey and Diddy! Whoa! Alright, smile! There you go. Now hang on. And for the most fun part of all is to hang on. It's a simulation! Oh, whoa! Whoa! Splash! Ha! We're inside. And we finally get to see the golden banana. Thanks, Diddy Kong, for showing us. Here's the onboard ride photo that I got. Awesome! And here's a look back at Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
Today we settle it. Who is the best racer between us? I hear you can actually challenge Sonic in terms of speed.
I ain't here for your entertainment. You're just in my way.
Are you gonna use some kind of ninja magic to steal the lead?
It is a rare instance where we go head to head. Do not underestimate my swiftness.
Think you can keep up?
Your words are as hollow as your racing record.
No more holding back.
Ah, come on! I fixed this!
I am Shadow, the ultimate life form.
Ultimate lame form?
A test of skill and resolve.
That jog your memory, Shadow? Come on, guys, at least make this interesting.
We're neck and neck.
Okay, that's a look at the year in review. And now, the video game news for December 2025. Starting with Nintendo. Hey, all you Metroid fans. The Metroid Prime newest game is coming out at last to both Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. It's Metroid Prime 4. Check it out.
There's tale of a hunter. A hunter lost on an unknown planet. Samus fighting alongside new allies.
Let's take him down.
And against old threats. Challenge the odds. unravel the mysteries and find a way home.
For those of you who love action, adventure, and so much fun, here's Octopath Traveler O on the multi-console.
Hands, I wander, there's no rest I long for, but as long as I hold out in land for this road, all the souls I walked past may fade, but still last near shall this cause end.
You're finally awake!
If you can best me in battle, my technique shall be yours.
Oh, scarlet flame, blaze bright and cleanse this sacred land! Here they come! Let me see you bleed! Go down! Fly!
Wounds be healed!
How's that?
All the riches of the world are mine. Why, I'll even give you this dirty little town you so love, to do with as you please.
Power and the fear it induces is the only thing that can control people. You're a survivor of Wishvale. I will see you punished with my own 2 hands!
After losing the town, I finally understand what's truly important to me.
Let's do our best to rebuild Wishvale into the place it used to be.
You said it. I'm ready when you are.
Fame is nothing more than pretense. Will you continue to grip the blade of revenge, consumed by hatred? Marvelous! Let the finale begin!
Hey there, Marvel comic fans! For those of you who are interested in Marvel superheroes, here's Marvel Cosmic Invation on the multi-console.
Annihilus has emerged from the depths of the negative zone to claim the entire universe as his own. Let's dance, Mum.
Repulsor blast!
Good old team. Go forth, spirit of vengeance.
I'm fired up!
Blazing shield!
Get ready to feel the heat.
Arctic wind!
Dinosaurs? This place is rad! Full throttle!
Prism lens!
Tunnel blast!
Here are some more new video games for this month. Now this.
You're just a part of my life, and you're just a part of my life. And I can't get rid of you.
We had a blast for this month, and we have completed 2025. And we hope you've enjoyed Dragon Agent Gaming Report for this month. So join me in January 2026 as we take a look at some new features to the Dragon Agent Gaming Report, plus the Splatfest recap of January, and we get to go behind the scenes for the latest new video games for all of you to enjoy. Thank you so much for watching this month's edition of Dragon Agent Gaming Report. If you wish to become a subscriber and to give a thumbs up on videos like the gaming ones, visit youtube.com/@DragonAgentGaming. And don't forget to click on the bell icon to view more videos and for more new videos, and press thumbs up and subscribe. This is Mike, and I'll be seeing you in the January 2026 Dragon Agent Gaming Report. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and have a wonderful New Year. See you later, gamers. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Dragon Agent Gaming YouTube channel.